phone's back there charging.
Okay. Hey everybody, we're back. Finally got a match.
Yeah. Okay.
This is the B-side final of the ladies. Bob, they're not scheduling or moving matches to keep the stream tables full. So they weren't playing nice. They don't want the matches streamed. They don't. It's up to the tournament directors to put teams on here. So we got no say. We will stream what they put on. Yeah, it's the same team you saw in the last stream we did. Fortunate to get them back to back when we missed a wicked men's masters match between Barry's team and TBA.
Both Calgary teams.
Yeah, went hill final game. Stephen with the run out to win it. That was quite the rough out. Oh, that was amazing. Yeah. Took him about 10 minutes or more, but
he had to be sure.
Oh yeah, well, and then with people in the way around and looking at shots and everybody moving around, yeah, it's tough, but what a run out.
But we'll enjoy what we've got. We've got, I believe this is the ladies' B final. So the winner of this will go on to play Stay Down in the ladies' final.
So it'll be Edmonton versus Calgary again.
Yeah.
No matter which team, these are both Edmonton teams.
And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit that share button. This is getting down to the nitty-gritty of things.
Jules, yeah, no, it does. We're here to promote, and yeah, it's nice to have it on there.
Welcome to it. Anyway, we're not going to worry about what's happened, not happened. We're just going to deal with what we've got. In the meantime and in between time, we get to witness some ladies action. And I believe after this, we will have the men's masters final.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
This is starting 40 minutes late, this one. We'll see whether they decide to put off the next match or play it somewhere else.
Well,
we'll see.
I'm hoping that doesn't happen.
I'm not holding my breath with the way they've scheduled.
Well, that's not for us to worry about. Sandy
nice
looking good.
Yeah.
And Sandy is playing with the Predator Revo. Not today, Satan. I just noticed their team name.
Yeah.
Sandy with a 10-3 win. And we'll jump over. That will be rack number 2 and 3. Loretta, so it will be Barry's team and Mojo, both Calgary teams, for the men's Masters final. Oh yeah, you know it, Dean. These ladies know how to play. There is no doubt about it. And I know most of the ladies' names, but I can't say I know all of them.
It's Janine Johnson at the table.
Yeah, Janine is looking good here too.
Playing Marcia.
Six ball, 1 ball, 5 ball, 8 ball. Oh, she goes for the 5 first. That will work, leaving the 1 ball as the shaper to the 8. Only reason I think I get rid of the 1 ball there is because of its proximity to that side pocket.
She's pretty much straight on here, so.
Yeah, she's got a little bit of angle. She can cheat that a little bit. Yeah, right. Not today, Satan. Love that team name. Question is do you want to cheat that? Do you want to punch that forward 2 rails and come back?
I just draw straight back.
Yeah, the problem is if you come short on that 1 ball, it brings the side pocket into play.
See, and she's just looking, that's, you have to draw it back about 8 inches to be okay past that side, I think. But I'd put a stroke on this to draw it to the rail and off just to touch, so that way you're not short.
Well, and you give yourself the opposing angle and you can float to the top side of that table.
Yeah.
Just like this.
A little tougher with the back cut, but.
Yeah, right. Caleb says, maybe tomorrow, but not today, Satan.
And this here, you got to play this with a draw shot now to.
Yeah, you can just stun that over. She's looking good. Oh,
that's when you try to stun and don't get too much. That's why I try to draw it into that side rail.
Well, the stun over would have worked too, but she let the cue ball roll forward. Yeah, Gary, I probably would have played I think it was the 4-1. Maybe it was the 5-1. No, the 5 was down at the end, so it had to have been the 3-1 or 4-1, whatever it was. I would have played those 2 balls first and used the 5 to shape the 8. But Marcia will take advantage.
Wow.
That's all right. That'll work. Marcia doing what she's supposed to do when somebody hands you the gift. You accept it graciously. And that'll be racks 3 and 4. And once again, guys, we do have the viewer advantage. It is coming up on go time for that, so Ryan maybe can put that up onto the screen. It is the viewer advantage shopping spree, $700 Canadian. Spend it any way you like at any of the Q Sports Live sponsors, whether that's Jacoby Custom Cues, JB Cases, the Thumper Cues, Brutal Game Gear, Jam Up Apparel. Spend it however you like it. If you want in it to win it, qsportslive@gmail.com if you're in Canada. If you are outside of Canada and you want to get in to win, send a message to the Q Sports Live Facebook page. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know how you can get in it to win it. And we will do that draw live at the conclusion of this event. It's coming up quick. Last matches are scheduled for 6 o'clock.
That'll be if it's a double dip.
Could be a double dip, which means it would then be 8 o'clock.
No, last match is scheduled for 4 with the men's final.
I thought the last matches were scheduled at 6 based on what I saw on the draw sheet.
Okay, I got it.
If it double dips, last 6-6.
Yeah.
So.
Is that true also for the ladies?
Ladies should be playing this A final now, and then the B final at 4 should be scheduled. Or the main.
And then check the open advanced, because that's also very, very big bracket.
They're down to the 4th too. They're down to the last. Everything is scheduled for 4,
Perfect.
which is nice.
I like it. I didn't see what happened there. And obviously, on Val's break, she came out of her shoes.
Well, and she did that warming up twice. Broke and sent the cue ball off twice the same way.
That's all right.
Staying consistent.
That's right. There is things to be said for consistency. And we are watching Jana Montour at the table. Great shot, really nice combo. She may do that again right now. 15 into the 9 ball, catch the right side of the 9 ball, break apart the 7 and 12. And you can pretty much hit and stick. Now it depends on how much can she see of that 12. Is she going to have to go rail first? Oh no. Well, that still works though. It still works. She can take the 13 into the 7, play the combination on the 10.
Would you go after right now with the bank?
No. Nope. I'm going to play the 14 ball in, go underneath for whatever ball that is, 10 or 12, down to the bottom right hand. And I can just kind of float down table to have that pretty much wired up.
I think if she goes for the 14, she's going to have to play that 10 or 12, whatever it is, there into the same pocket.
You could. You can go back up on top.
I don't think she can get under it from that angle.
Oh, sure. There's the left-hand spinach on the cue ball. Doesn't quite take the same on these as what it does on diamonds, but she's got enough distance there that you can really make that spin work for you.
I think she's still got to play inside and come in between the 8 and that 10 or 12, but she's almost playing 2 rails out.
Yeah, that still works. She goes back up on top. And she was hoping for the breakout there, so with the angle that she has now she might have to do it your way. She may have to take the bank to create it.
Or you cut it straight across now.
It doesn't really leave you a good shot afterwards, though.
If you draw it in the rail, you pop out for the 10, 12, whatever she's shooting here, but now she's hampered with that 8.
Yep.
And a little straight on that 13, maybe.
I think I'm just going to straight call the 12 or 10, whatever is tied up by the 7. I'm not even going to bother trying to make the 13.
Just come off the side, and yeah. Oh, no.
Well,
bonus,
I mean,
she's left it staying there.
Good news, bad news is it's albino down the subway, but
the 1 ball sitting nice to.
Yeah, she didn't break it out, but fairly easy shot here. 1 off the 10, break that out, play position for the 2.
And make sure you hit that hard enough. You pop that 7 right across this other rail in front of that pocket.
Yeah, that's not one you want to light.
And I wouldn't be leaving
put a little bit of a stroke on it
for my last shot. think I would have done it the shot before, because with the
Well,
ball in hand,
you
because
get
now...
ball in hand, you can place it wherever you want.
Well, and she had a ball up table in case that 7 goes funky.
Yep. Yes, albino down the subway.
And this is tough to not sink and leave her shot on the 8 ball.
Mm-hmm.
You got to try to call them both in now.
I don't know. This is tough. You can chip off the left side of 7, make whatever ball that is, the 12 or the 10, and send the cue ball up. But you're leaving Jana Montour a bank shot.
I think you got to play this.
Never something you're going to want to try.
Play this bottom left.
Yeah, she. In my opinion, when you have that ball in hand, you take the 1 off first.
Mm.
Yeah, get rid of that stuff right away. Your device, music allowed, yes, scale. In this event, you can wear headphones if you want to. And 10-6. Games 5 and 6, or 4-5, sorry. And no, Matthew, not Ben on the mic. It is Grant on the mic. And we'll jump over to the other table. Nice safety. Is the 1-7 wired up for Val? Val Frenial now approaching the table. She is with Not Today, Satan.
I don't know if she...
I like that. I like that team name.
Yeah. I'm not sure with that angle, if it was wired, if you could keep that cue ball out of the pocket with how close she is to the rail.
Yeah, you can bottom that out. I am doing quite well, Matthew. I am a little bit tired. You can probably hear it in my voice. Yesterday was 14 and a half hours on the microphone. Seven used the 8 as a stopper. And she didn't want to be straight on that 6 ball. She'll make this work. Can still draw this out for the 1 ball into that bottom side pocket. Didn't quite connect enough on that, but it'll still work. Nice little draw, perhaps down for the 3 ball. And she definitely wants to have some angle on that 3, either top or left or right of center. Uh-oh, did not want the connection on the 3. It's show-off time. Val's got to pump the 2 ball 1 bank into that side pocket, hit and stick for the 3.
That's tough on the valley tables. Diamond table, a little easier.
Yeah. James, buddy, I already like to be in bed by 8 a.m. or 8 p.m., I should say. I don't mind going to bed a little early.
Nope. Yeah, 9:30 used to be past my bedtime.
Yep. Viewer advantage is $20 per ticket. Yes, there is no restriction on the number of tickets you can buy. Hey, you're welcome, Robbie. Thank you for tuning in. We certainly appreciate it. It's been a great weekend. This the WCVNEA is comprised of 9 different charter holders from Manitoba to Alberta, and every year they come together. They put on the WCVNEA, stands for Western Canadian Valley National 8-Ball Association Championships, and it's become a staple in Alberta Pool and for Winnipeg and Saskatchewan. Kind of one of those events. It's the Western Canadian Vegas, if you will.
Yep. Yeah, the most tables of it out of any tournament in Western Canada.
Mm-hmm. And It's the same as any of those big events that you go to, whether it's, VNEA or BCA or APA or ACS or CCS or what have you. It's one of the things that I really enjoy about going to these events is you get to see players that are long lost family that you get to see once a year. Oh, she tried to put that in the side pocket. Now that's not terrible. She didn't leave it terribly because now you've got to shape up that 12 ball and it's a little bit angly. So you got to be careful there. But it's certainly one of the draws of this event is you get to see, familiar faces and kind of like family. Same as when you go down to Vegas and get to see those players, kind of once a year. But this has certainly become an event that is very well known from Manitoba to Alberta. BC needs to kind of get it together and get some VNEA sanctioning bodies in British Columbia.
Yeah, I don't think there's any, is there?
There isn't. No, BC's not represented in this.
That's the only trouble with the VNEA is you have to own the tables.
This is the B final, Neil, in the Ladies Masters. A little bit overshot because of that angle, but she can make it work. She's got the option. She can bank this or thin cut it in.
She pointed at the bank, I thought.
I think
but she's aiming to cut it.
I think she called the cut. Great shot. How's the weight? Got to hold up. She's good. 8-ball top left-hand corner as you're looking at it.
I'm trying to think, is this Jody is her name?
Let's update the score first so we don't miss that. So 10-5. And she is with
CU. Yep.
And that will bring out rack number 6. And we'll jump over to the other table here and we'll give a shout out to one of our sponsors here at Q Sports Live. It is the Mike Burton Home Team. They are your RE/MAX Realty professionals based out of Calgary, Alberta. If you are in the market for buying, selling, or in need of a mortgage, make sure you give them a shout. And we'll join back in on the action. It is Sandy Badger at the table, very, very well-known player from Edmonton, Alberta. And I think the issue is, and why she's taking her time on this, she is pretty much dead straight on the 4-ball. Can't stop it to put it into the side. Doesn't play down to either the bottom left or top left corner. So she's going to have to put a stroke on this and draw this to play this into the top right-hand corner. So tricky, tricky little shot.
At least she's got nothing in her way for bridging.
No.
She'll get down on the ball. That makes it easier.
That's definitely one of the positives for this shot. If she has the angle, she can go forward and up. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
He's good.
Oh, how about only perfect? I'm pretty sure the 8 will sneak beside the 11 ball down to that bottom left-hand corner. And if that's the case, it's simple hit and stick here.
I think she goes forward off the rail. It's a little bit of an angle coming down. I think she'll go forward and up.
Yeah, whether you can play it forward. That will also work. And if you do want to follow along, see how your team has done up to this point, the brackets are available. They are available on CompuSport. When you go there, check out under the WCVNEA.
You see James put the link there. I don't know if you can click on it.
And that is a 10-0.
Yeah.
That makes doing the scores easy.
Yeah.
So we'll jump back over to the other table. That should bring out rack number 7. And once again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out. Hit that share button. These ladies deserve the audience.
This is Kim at the table.
Kim Newsom. And a very, very workable table. The only issue there is the 5-ball. And I think I might have played for the breakout right there. Come down just another inch or two. She may still have it. It's kind of tricky to see the complete angles that we get to see versus what's on the table. She did try to go for it and did not want that 13 to end up into that cluster. Now there's another ball that she's got to worry about.
I think that 7 goes on the side, but I don't think there's nothing real easy breakout. You got 2 stuck there to maybe try to draw back into that, behind that 7 off of this.
Yeah, I don't know if the 5 goes, though. So if the 5 doesn't go, did she ever put a stroke on that? She still may have the 7 ball.
I think she does. But again, I don't think she's got the angle to break anything out. So thinking this, I might just tap it in front of the side. Or tap it into is it the 6 ball in there?
Well, I mean, yeah, the good thing is the 13 is still tied up. There's still work to do on the table, so you kind of want to put yourself in a good spot. Looks like the B-side final. It is indeed the B-side final. The winner of this will move on to play the Stay Down. These are both Edmonton teams. Stay Down in the hot seat from Calgary. Wow, she fired that in.
Yeah, it's fortunate, not easy to break any of those out, so.
And I don't know, can she see the edge of the 5 and just kind of...
I think she's got just a sliver.
Yeah, just flick the outside edge of that 5 ball. Hopefully it goes into the rail.
Oh, she's got a little more than we see than it shows on the computer or the screen.
So just flick that outside edge of the 5 ball, send it off the rail, and hopefully kind of take over that pocket for whatever the other 2 strike balls are down there.
John says he's got his laundry and his pool on. Oh, hell yeah. A couple of comments back on YouTube, so. Crypto Fire Brick Creeper says hi all. There's a username.
2 rail safe. Jana Montour at the table. Very, very well known master player. She is from Edmonton, Alberta. Very highly skilled player. So really the only trouble for her is the 13 ball. If she's got the right angle, you might see her put this 10 ball in and try to draw in and break up that 13 ball. Guelph, Ontario tuning in, representing. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We certainly appreciate it. And I'll ask the question on both Facebook and YouTube. We do have the chats open, so I'll ask the question, where is everybody tuning in from? And your couch does not count. Nice little safety play. So instead of her trying to do the dirty work, she says, no, I want you to do the dirty work for us. Because the 10 ball goes. So what do you do here, Ryan? How are you going to play this?
I don't know. Maybe give ball and hand back. Think that get that 10 out of there beside your 5.
I don't mind going for the hit. I'm actually going to try to hit the really light, the 6 into the rail, and touch the 13 at the same time and send them both into the rail and back out at the same speed. Just about at the same level they're at now. Because it kind of gets my 6 off the rail, it opens up a few options. and will create a little bit of separation between the 6-13 while still
It looks like she
still
might be
taking away the options on the 13.
coming 2-3 rails in behind the 5.
Well, Texas in the house, and Missouri, Manitoba. Joe, your recliner. Same thing, sir. Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
From the couch in St. Edwards, Jeff says on
All
Facebook.
right, well, that'll work.
At home on the couch works, just not the couch.
From Castle Rock, Washington. Thanks for the great weekend of pool.
John.
You know what? I got to say, Julie, that sitting here and commentating all weekend is what makes it great is the players. And don't really care what look out. Sorry, I had to try to hold that ball for Jana. What makes it great is the players. You know, they're the ones that put on the show. We just get to sit back, relax, and kind of give you the play-by-play. So you got to give kudos to the players.
We got John from Chicago, and Crypto is also on the couch.
Chad Larson tuning in, Newtown, North Dakota. Texas there as well. And indeed, congrats to Jana, the VNEA Class of 2020 Hall of Fame. And of course, Naomi tuning in from Quebec. Pitt Meadows, BC. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We certainly appreciate it. Now, there's somebody tuning in from where I'd like to be right now, being in Florida.
That would be nice.
It is certainly better than the minus, I think we were down at minus 18 this morning. And somebody decided to turn up the music and now decide to turn it back down. Gary Spence last year was Hawaii. 2 years ago it was Fiji. Good heavens, Gary. Jana looking good. And looks like the other table's about to finish up at the same time. Jana takes it down 10-5. And that'll be 7 and 8 out the door. Oh, thanks, Laura. Certainly appreciate that. And we'll jump over. I thought they would be done before I got finished. And she left herself frozen on it with the kick to the corner. Causes a little bit of separation, freezes up on the rail. That is how you want to miss right there. 36 degrees in southern Michigan. I'll take that too. Well, Gary, if you're going to be stuck, there's probably not too many better places to be stuck in. Look at this attempt. Look out. What a great attempt. Didn't miss that by much. Comes in and concedes the game. Val's over there hooting and hollering because, hey, we got to win. And that is a 10-7. And that will bring out rack number 9. And for the ladies, it is a race to 20. Or sorry, not a race to 20, a 20-game format. And once it becomes mathematically impossible for you to catch up, the match is declared over. Scoring system works like this. For each one of your grouping, whether that's solid or stripes, you get 1 point. The 8 ball is worth 3. The winner is guaranteed 10 points. The loser maximum that you can gain is 7 points. Will we be showing any of the intermediate final? Would be great if you can. That all depends on how it shakes out. I know that we've got this final going on right now, which is the Ladies Masters. Following this match, provided they get finished in time, we will have the Men's Masters finals. And depending on how far behind the rest is, if there is anything to stream after that, we will certainly stick around. But I know the last set of matches are scheduled at 4 o'clock. It could go 6 o'clock depending on double dips. And hello there, Patrick Neal. How are you? We have Marcia at the table out of Edmonton, plays out of Top Shots. And guys, if you haven't been to Top Shots yet, in Edmonton, Alberta, put that on the to-do list. One of the nicest rooms you're ever going to walk into. Sorry, Benjamin. My bad. Well, but there is some defense that I have, Benjamin, that if we're going to interrupt your practice, you're probably not going to get a better match for the ladies. Ooh, that looked like it skidded a little bit. That 9 ball kind of took and skidded a little bit. You could tell by the spin of that cue ball. Any score updates from Barry's team versus Top Shots? I know that they probably would have just started, but they are 6 tables away from us, so not really sure what the score is. Perhaps I'll jump off at some point and go take a look for you. If I can, I most certainly will. And Val at the table, also from Edmonton, plays a lot out of Top Shots as well. And look at that stroke that Jana just put on that ball. She's in the pip screen. And did that open up the 7 ball? I know the 7 and 13 both moved, but did it open it up? And really, I don't know if I would try. I don't know if I'd try to break it out here or not. I think I might just kind of touch draw the 5 ball, leave myself fairly straight in on the 2 to the bottom left-hand corner, stun that. That gives me the angle on the 6 ball to go around, 2 or 3 rails to get underneath that 7 ball. Unless she can do it right now. Oh, don't get stuck. That was the problem. That was the problem, trying to do that. Sorry, Benjamin. We, unfortunately, a couple of the brackets, so everything is timed out. Typically, every 2 hours we have a match. The issue is when brackets get behind and they're waiting on opponents, that's what causes those particularly long shutdown restarts. Yeah, I kind of liked going underneath. She almost made that kick shot, though. Really nice effort, but I kind of like leaving that 7 ball until the last ball. Right, if I can't remember what ball she made, maybe the 5 ball, 2 ball, 6 ball. If you can get straight in on that 2 ball, just stun, that it's natural to go underneath to be onto that 7 ball.
Don't have cash to count that. Fees are due today. Okay, we got some of the viewer advantage emails in. We need to find people to send them back to. Robert Metcalf, Debbie Keys, if you can both comment on the stream if you're listening, just so we can see who you are to send it back to you. So we're looking for Robert Metcalf and Debbie Keys, who sent in for the viewer advantage. Please comment.
I'm thinking Robert Metcalf out of SoCal.
Could be. We found one or two, but can't tell which one it is. So we need Debbie or Robert if you guys are listening. Please comment.
Yes, Patrick. Always to the usual spots for the viewer advantage. And that is coming up. Getting down to the nitty-gritty on if you want in for that viewer advantage. We are getting down to the time where you kind of want to get in it to win it.
Yeah, because we got the last match scheduled to start at 4 o'clock, which is right after these guys, hopefully. And about halfway through that, we'll call.
Last call.
Last call.
You bet.
Jennifer. Nope.
Hello, Donna.
What can you win? You win $700 to spend at any one of our sponsors, which is Jam Up Apparel, JB Cases, Jacoby Thumper, Brutal Game Gear.
I feel like we're missing somebody in there.
I think I got them all.
Jacoby
Jam Up.
Thumper.
Yeah, no, that's it. I said Thumper.
Okay.
I said Jibby and Thumper, yeah.
Why do I feel like I'm missing? I still feel like I'm missing somebody.
Oh, I know what we were going to add, and we might do it for maybe for Penticton next is, or anything at $700 towards anything at Q-Sticks International or Seabricks is what we'll add in for the next tournament.
Another hard day at the office. You know it. Regis, what's going on, buddy? What a shot from Jana in the pip screen. Well, I can tell you 4 o'clock is about 40 minutes from now. So whatever that is your time.
We're halfway through this match, so.
Yes, probably going to run a little bit late. It's scheduled for 4. I'm hoping. Well, I think the men's masters teams is also behind. Oh, wow. Really nice attempt from Val on that back cut. Would have ended off really, really nicely. She had good shape on the 7. So that'll bring Marcia to the table. And I like 9, 11, 10, 8.
Yep.
Nice little roll-up shot on the 9 ball.
Oh, she's got easy enough angle to.
Oh yeah, you can cheat that quite a bit.
Park the cue ball on the rail.
Can you spend it at Nick's Q Innovations? You can try to.
Yeah. Hey TJ, how you doing?
Mr. Gulliver. How are you, sir? And I like that she left kind of the inside angle. She can just punch this 11 in and naturally float on top of the 8, just like that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you could leave it frozen to the rail, you got perfect. Creates that angle just to put it out. But yeah, now just a little bottom left off the rail, play the 8 in the side.
That's it. So Jana in tough on that 8 ball. I'm going to try to get this queued up and ready to go on this game so that I can mark this in and get over before Jana shoots.
.41.
Well, let's move this over, and then I'll put in. She is in some tough.
Should we?
42. 36 and 5, according to my math, is still 41. They're behind 34 minutes, according to CompuSport. Well, that'll be accommodating then, because these ladies are about 30 minutes behind as well, so everything should line up rather nicely.
Need a few runouts to just make sure.
Janine Johnson at the table looking good. Wide open spaces.
Kim says to say a shout out to all her family watching.
All her family that's not watching, she said.
Or not watching, sorry.
Really nice 3 rail come around there from Janine. Very well done. And it is
You take the.
Kim that's breaking in the pip screen.
You could be taking the 6 here.
I don't mind her taking the 3 ball so long as she can shape up the 5, because I'd like to play the 5 first, bounce the rail.
So I like the take the 6 off the top rail, back out straighter angle on that 3 shot 5 roll up.
Well, now she's got a choice. She can take the 5 or the 6. Just roll up on the 6, put the 5 back up to the top right-hand corner, hit and stick there. Or you can take the 5 ball touch draw off the side rail and play the 6 into the top left-hand corner, and again hit and stick. Takes the 5, look outside pocket, don't you dare get hungry. See how I kept that out of there?
Yeah. Now she's going to have to go back and forth.
That's all right. She's got the stroke for it. There's no doubt. These ladies know how to play this game. She can slow roll it, but that gets a little bit touchy, a little dicey.
And then you're stretching and reaching with a sharp cut on that 8 ball. I go back and forth, put a good stroke on it. put a touch inside just to hold it, go straight back and forth, you're good. Oh, we got to make the shot.
Yeah, and you can tell she kind of chicken winged that a little bit. That'll bring, I believe, Jana back to the table, except Janine just goes over and says, "No, you're good." So that is a
10-5.
10-5. That's bringing out rack number 11. And we'll jump over to the other table here.
Jody at the table.
Yeah, I don't mind the 5 to the 6. All right, so do we know what she's shooting? Is she shooting high ball or low ball?
I'm going to guess high ball, but
Indeed, the dreaded chicken wing.
nice
Man,
shot.
I used to do that so much. That dang chicken wing was the worst for me. You're right, it was 10-6. It was the 8 that was left on the table. I counted up 2 balls. The extra point goes to not today, Satan. Yes, my bad, guys.
She needed that to roll a little farther.
Oh, she's okay here.
I think she's trying to get down for that 9 ball. Is that 9 or 13?
She's all right. She's going to shoot the eyes off of this ball. Into the heart of the pocket, off 1-2 rail. Uh-oh.
Safety. Get out of the way. There you go.
Cue ball comes through, shoves that 2 ball just enough out of the way.
You got that funky little angle here.
She does, but here's the thing.
Can you go through the 5 window?
No, you don't need to. Just put a left-hand spin, aim straight at the 14. Left-hand spin, the throw will put it in, and the line carries down nice. Uh-oh. Didn't want to go that route. That was just a nice little touch shot of left-hand spin. Hit it straight on, just a nice pocket weight shot, and she's in on the 9.
She split the uprights for the field goal.
She did. Albino down the subway, as they say.
Crypto had not heard of the chicken wing before.
Well, that's when your arm kind of shoots out instead of having a nice straight stroke.
Or Wednesdays at most bars in Calgary. It's wing night.
Wing night. The good old chicken wing. Used to do it a ton. And do you know what broke me of that? This is why I say it was the best advice I ever got, was to record myself playing. So if you can't ever play or aren't in areas where they do live streaming, or you haven't played on a live stream, you don't need the live stream in order to learn, right? It's a great learning tool, and it does have a little bit of applied pressure when you play on a stream table. But phones nowadays, they all have the
Camera
ability
video
to record you. So while you're practicing, pull your phone out and record yourself playing. You get to see your approach to the game, your approach to each shot, your stance, your stroke, everything that you do at the table. So great little piece of advice. Top right corner's loving that cue ball indeed. Swallowed it up. Nice little touch. Left some green in between, although I do believe the 5 will pass the 8 to the top left-hand corner as you look at the table. Of course, she does have the option as well on the 2. And it actually leads her nicely. If she can take the 5 ball and just a nice little pocket weight shot, she'll stick around for the 3 ball. Except she put the stroke down on that shot and wants to have to the left of center on the angle here. That way she can float up for the 3-ball into the top left-hand corner as you look at the table. You really don't want to try to go underneath. It's not mine.
It's Steven's.
Stevens? I'm eating it. Oh, I'm not eating it. How about this?
No, never mind.
She got in good on that 3-ball. Sorry, guys, we were just interrupted by a spectator.
He tried to take the headset off of Grant and take over. It was crazy.
Stephen Hullen recorded himself breaking for hours before Qatar. Indeed. Yeah, and if you guys would have seen the out that he made on the Hill game.
Oh, no. And the scratch.
Oh, wow.
Double whammy.
Just adding insult to injury. That's the pool gods for you. Hey? They can't just let it be and, you know, make you feel bad enough for missing the 8. They've got to add the insult to injury and have the albino down the subway.
97.55 after this. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah. 54. 7-7. Oh, she's left it tough.
Oh, she did.
I still cut this on the side.
We do need a cattle prod. And you know what? As I don't mind meeting. Oh, she undercut that a little bit. I don't mind meeting anybody. I'm a fan of it. If ever we're at an event, by all means, come up, introduce yourself, and so on and so forth. Just not while we're doing it live. If you see the headsets on and our heads bobbing up and down, chances are we're live.
Yeah.
Just wait until we're done broadcasting, and then by all means, as much as I talk on the stream, I talk that much off the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I have the gift of the gab.
He does.
I don't mind it. I love it. Just not while we're live. Scratch on the 8 is not a loss. Nope, not in WCVNEA. Gary, we expect you to bug us. It's something that we've come to expect. Oh, wow, 3 overcuts.
Pretty sure Jody's got this one, though.
There it is.
She put that in with some.
She was not going to feather light that in, let
No,
me tell
it's
you.
crazy making that cue ball run around on the table, but
She knew what she was doing. That'll bring out rack number 12. And we'll jump over to the other table. I didn't see what that was. What was that? What did she shoot there? That was a high ball, I think. Marsha looking good. .9 ball. She could go 15 too. Although I like saving the 15 ball because of where the position on the 8 is. So for me, it's the 9 ball, little touch of left-hand draw back up the table. Just like this.
slow down.
Well, she didn't want to be on that angle, but it still works. She can kind of play just a pocket weight shot. Cue ball will bump into the 1 ball. She'll have the 8 to the side pocket. If it goes a little too far, she'll have the 8 to the bottom right-hand corner as you look at the table.
Do you ever play it off that solid into the corner to hold the cue ball.
No reason.
I might just draw back off of that. It's a nice little touch.
Off the one for the opposing side. And this will be a 10-4 win. Into the heart of the pocket. And I think that's it. They are fist bumping.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all. They have gained enough points.
Oh yeah, there's only 4 games left.
4 games left, and they're up by
50.
well, and Sandy had some balls on that other table. So there you go, guys. See you next Tuesday. Victorious over not today, Satan. I like saying that.
Yeah.
So we'll give one last shout out to one of our sponsors here, guys. It is Jam Up Apparel and Jam Up Nation. If you haven't gone to check it out, make sure you do so. JamUpApparel.com under Jam Up Nation. Grab yourself a discount membership, either $25 or $50. 10% off if you get the 25% membership, 20% off with the $50 membership. Either which one of those you buy, $25 from each of those memberships is going to be sent down to either the BEF or the CBSA in support of the juniors. Very good program, close to my heart. Hopefully you'll adopt it and do the same. So we are going to do a quick shutdown, and when I say quick, as soon as the next match is ready to rock and roll, we are going to shut down, restart. We'll get it locked, loaded, and ready to rock and roll for you. Don't forget, again, we do have the Viewer Advantage shopping spree. It's coming up as soon as the final is on. We'll call call last call throughout the next broadcast halfway through, and that'll be it. If you want in it to win it, qsportslive@gmail.com. If you're in Canada, outside of Canada, send a message to the Q Sports Live page. If you haven't done so, make sure you've gone onto the Facebook page, hit the like button, or onto our YouTube channel and subscribe there. On behalf of myself, Mr. Ryan Epp, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. You're definitely not going to want to miss this final.
Scheduled for 4, but might be a few minutes late.
Yeah, I would suspect around 4:30.
Yeah, it's about an hour.
So don't go far, guys. We'll see you back here as soon as that's ready to rock and roll. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you in a few.
Okay.